So today we are gonna talk about Versity, new kind of metaverse, and let's go find out what this is. So Versity is the first metaverse which is dedicated to real estate and the housing life cycle. It is serving professionals, investors and individuals. The link between the virtual and the real worlds. What is this meaning? Which are the main features? So the main features are very different. We have services for services providers, which can be real or virtual, and can offer their help from virtual world and intervene as well in university or the real world. We have a value creation, which comes from the purchase of parcel, which are NFTs. And this makes you like an actor of the virtual real estate and offers you the possibility of developing a virtual stock, and then you can maybe resell it or rent it. So this is also generating an income. What does this mean? It means the parcel NFTs are generating value and the owners can receive a right of use for an economic activity which is carried out in these parcels. Then there is a kind of creation for developers and 3D creators which can participate in the design of this metaverse. For example, of course, modeling objects and offering them to the community. There is as well a rental revenue, which also is for the owners of the NFTs, the parcels, as I said before. And this is a kind also of passive revenue, because these NFTs are assets, and so they can generate value, of course. And last but not least, there is a marketplace for real estate professionals. So Versity, how does it work? It works using geocoding technology for a 2D mapping part through dedicated APIs, and also working with several technological partners on the modeling 3D part and the creation of its virtual world. How does it done? It is done by Unity game engine, which is used for the entire 3D part. And then for the blockchain part, because being a metaverse, it means it needs a blockchain to be run, Versity has chosen Polygon blockchain protocol for its operation. And this is quite good because the fees on Polygon are very low, and it is not so difficult to operate with this blockchain, which is also very fast. So Versity, who is the audience of Versity? Who is it directed to? It is directed to real estate professionals, to service providers, of course, like movers, interiors designers, 3D designers, etc. Metaverse investors, so all the people who wants to invest in virtual land, such as maybe Sandbox, for example, which is one of the most famous. Individuals, because individuals are all the people who are gonna search, so look for, to sell and rent goods in this kind of metaverse. And contributors. Who are the contributors? They are all the people who work in the development of Versity, and they are rewarded, of course, for their participation in this kind of metaverse. Now let's talk a bit about the tokenomics of the city token, which is the token which runs this protocol, because of course it needs a token. So Versity plans to issue 10 billions of city tokens, which is the cap. Then there is of course an ICO, because this is a really new project and it has not been already done. So the ICO, which is the objective, of course, is to raise 10 million US dollars for the project, for the development. This city token provides immediate liquidity in a real market which is now struggling to find sources of liquidity, of course because of the war and all the troubles we are getting through right now. So the valuation of this token will be based on the digital economy it will generate through the sale of NFT, parcel, and the service offered in this metaverse. There is 1.4 billion city tokens which will be available for the sale at the ICO, and they are representing the 14% of the total supply. This total supply of 1.4 billion city will be divided into 3 different rounds, offering incentives for everyone to participate. For example, for the ICO buyers in round 1, there is also an NFT, so a parcel airdrop, which is really interesting in my opinion. And of course, who is gonna buy in round 1? He's gonna have like the double from the listing of the city token, because the round 1 is the most cheap, the cheapest one. And of course, round 2 and 3, the floor price will be higher. So the city token after the ICO will initially be listed on one or more DEXs, which are decentralized exchanges, for example Uniswap, and then also in SEXs, for example Binance or FTX. Of course, you will already know about those. Now let's say something about the parcels, the NFT in this metaverse. So parcels are gonna be bought from City. So the City is a utility token which will allow you to purchase parcel, and each NFT owner becomes a player in the marketplace and can expect to earn a revenue from this, depending of course on the service activity which will take place in this NFT. There are also some anti-dumping mechanisms. So this is in order to protect against a drop in the price of the City token after its launch, because of course who is gonna buy first is gonna earn more, and this is not to make all the people dump all their tokens just in once, of course. So there is a cliff investing mechanism which is applied to City buyers during the ICO, and of course this is avoiding a massive sale of the token. But let's talk about parcel. As I said before, there are 2 categories of this NFT. They are gonna be most likely, this is not really announced yet, but these are divided into 2 categories: premiums and explorers. The premiums are gonna be progressively sold at auction. Explorers will be available at a fixed price and distributed randomly. And this value, the value of these NFTs, is correlated to the volume of business generated in this postcode parcel represents, of course. And also parcel then can be traded on the Versity marketplace at the price set by the owner, of course. So this is more or less in general what Versity is about, and I hope you enjoy this kind of information. And I'm gonna put in the link below the Versity website link and all the links you can need to get more information about this project, which is really interesting.